Alright, I'm going to cover several things here, creating a alignment and a surface profile, and I'm also going to talk about profiles and how they show up in the paper space. It's kind of a pain. I would love some advice. So first I'm going to start with the polyline that I'm going to use for my alignment. And I'm going to just start on this center line here. Come here, make a couple of turns, and then I'm going to bring it down here on the side of the road. Okay, and that's just regular polyline I just drew at the location where I want my alignment. So now I'm going to hit up here and click alignment and create alignment from objects. Select my polyline that I'm going to use to create my alignment, hit enter. A little arrow pops up here to show you the direction. You can choose to reverse. I like that. That's the way I want it to go. You can hit enter. Okay. Name, road design 1. It comes up standard alignment 1. I suggest using a name. Here's the layer that it's going to be using. And alignment style, of course there's always a style. And then I'm going to choose to erase existing entities, and I'm going to go ahead and let it add curves between tangents. And here's your starting station that you can change. That's also very helpful. So I'm hit OK, let it create my alignment. Okay, and you can see here's my PVI. That's not a PVI. And you can see my arcs. Alright, so now we're going to create a profile. We're going to create surface profile. Now the alignment I want is the one we just created, and we're going to use this surface right here. This is the surface it's going to show along the profile, along my alignment. Okay, now I'm going to hit draw in profile view. So same thing, I get it to name my profile view that I'm about to create. And here's the layer it's going to be under. Here's a bunch of different options. I'm not going to show you a lot. I'm going to show you this band set down here. This is the information that's going to show up on the bottom of the profile. Well, you can choose the location. Right here, this style is existing grade to finished grade. So comparing one profile to the other. Right now I only have one profile, and that's my existing surface. Once I create a design profile, we can compare the two. Okay, now I'm going to create in profile view. Now I just want to point out that I am in 1 inch equals 20 feet in my model space right now. Okay, now I've created that. And that's it, 1 inch equals 20. Okay, and here's the existing grade and finished grade. Right now it's showing, well, the precision is different, but the same information, because existing grade and finished grade is both set to this right here. And the next video we'll create a design profile, and one will be existing grade and one will be finished grade. Alright, so there's our profile. Now I'm going to go ahead and create one more. So I'm going to go profile, create surface profile. Wait, before I do that though, I'm going to change my scale to try to prove a point here. I'm going to go 1 inch equals 50 feet. Okay. Now I'm going to go profile, create surface profile. Same thing. Everything's the same. And I'm just going to go ahead and do this. Okay, that's 1 inch equals 50. That other one was created in 1 inch equals 20. Okay, So now I'm going to go to my Paperspace. Now I'm going to create a couple of viewports real quick. Okay, now this is what profiles look like in viewports. They look like a mess. Okay, now this one over here was 1 inch equals 20. Okay, so I'm going to select the viewport, hit properties, and I'm going to go 1 inch equals 20. Hit escape. Okay, now I'm going to copy this over here, and this is display locked. I'm going to go ahead and lock my display on the left. Okay, now I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to go 1 inch equals 50. Okay. Alright, and I'm going to go ahead and lock this viewport. Okay, now I'm in Paperspace, and I'm going to go ortho, and I'm going to go 1 unit, which is 1 inch, and I'm going to take this. There you go. That's 1 inch equals 50 feet. Now, I don't understand why it does this. It still says that it's 1 inch equals 20 feet. We created this profile at 1 inch equals 50 feet. So the scale is correct when you set the viewport at 50 feet, and the profile is correct at 50 feet. Alright, go over here. This is 1 inch equals 20 feet. There you go. 1 inch equals 20 feet. This profile was created in ModelSpace at 1 inch equals 20 feet. So when I set my viewport to 1 inch equals 20 feet, the scale is correct.